Have you ever ventured into a place where the air is thick with whispers from the past and shadows seem to dance in the corners of your vision? Imagine a haunted site that holds not just chilling stories but the very souls of those who once toiled there. In 2016, tour guide Ali and his assistant Deepak stumbled upon such a place, the infamous Long Dahar mines in the mountains of Mussoorie. As they set out to unveil the mysteries hidden within its depths, little did they know that they were about to embark on a terrifying journey where reality intertwines with the supernatural. Are you ready to explore the darkness and uncover the secrets that lie within the haunted walls of Long Dahar? This narrative is inspired by a true event that took place in 2018 involving a tour guide named Ali and his assistant Deepak. Ali had a deep passion for traveling and storytelling since he was a child, which ultimately led him to become a tour guide. He consistently took his groups of tourists to discover new hidden spots, and the tourists genuinely enjoyed his company. While on the lookout for such a hidden gem, Ali, along with his assistant Deepak, arrived at the mountains of Mussoorie, where Long Dahar, one of India's most haunted sites, was located. Ali made the decision to explore this place on his own, planning to offer his tourists a unique and thrilling experience during a haunted tour of the mountains. The Long Dahar mines, surrounded by lush forests, were as stunning as they were filled with chilling tales. Many locals warned him that the mine area was genuinely haunted. The mines were established by the British, who extracted limestone there, and the laborers suffered immensely. They were treated poorly, and the working conditions were perilous. Although the British left in 1947, the mistreatment of these miners persisted. Over time, the workers began to develop lung infections, and their health declined. Even though they worked long hours, they were required to labor day and night. By 1990, approximately 500 workers and their families had died. After so many fatalities, the government finally shut down the mines for good. Yet even after their closure, locals reported hearing screams and coughing sounds emanating from the vicinity of the mines. Furthermore, since the mines were shut down, there has been a rise in car accidents in that area. It's said that anyone who ventures too close to those mines either goes mad or loses their life. Gradually, people came to believe that the souls of the 500 workers are still trapped there. And since then, this location has earned its reputation as one of the most haunted places in India. However, Ali dismissed these claims. He was only intrigued by the stories surrounding the location. He thought this would provide a brand new experience for his tourists. When evening fell, he and his assistant Deepak made their way to Long Dahar, approaching the mines as darkness enveloped them. Instead of the daytime clamor, an eerie silence surrounded them. Upon arrival, Ali noticed the mine's entrance. He intended to venture a bit inside to explore, so he lit a lamp and entered. Deepak followed, but as soon as he stepped into the mines, he felt as though a dark shadow had swept past him. The shadow moved so swiftly that he couldn't grasp what had just occurred. He chose not to mention it to Ali, but afterward, he began to feel a peculiar heaviness in his head. Suddenly, his headache intensified to the point where he had to sit down. Before Ali could inquire about Deepak's condition, a piercing scream echoed from within the mines. Without hesitation, Ali rushed toward the sound, going deeper into the mines. As he neared the scream, he sensed a strong presence surrounding him, which caused him to pause. He then spotted a small girl sitting near a large rock, playing with a doll. Behind the stone, another woman was sitting, stroking the girl's hair and humming softly. However, as soon as Ali approached, the woman stopped humming and withdrew her hands. When Ali arrived in front of that stone, He felt the ground shift beneath him, and as he looked around, he realized no one was there. Suddenly, the woman bolted from her spot and screamed as she collided with the mine's wall, vanishing into thin air. This was the very scream that had prompted Ali to come there in the first place. For a moment, he struggled to believe his eyes. At that moment, Ali noticed Deepak coming toward him, painting. Deepak's eyes had turned completely white, and he appeared to be in immense pain. It seemed as though a spirit had possessed him. Deepak began banging his head violently against the wall, laughing while staring at Ali. Ali was terrified by this sight, and then he felt a strong shove from behind. When he turned around, he found no one there. But he was suddenly pulled deeper into the mines. At this point, Ali was far inside the mines, and climbing back up the slope from which he had slipped was no longer possible. Gathering his courage, he started searching for an exit. Suddenly, he was overwhelmed with sadness, hearing the voices of people all around him. He saw many workers in uniforms, but as soon as Ali arrived, they all froze and stared at him. Before Ali could react, all the mine workers began to cry and cough loudly in agony, their sounds reverberating throughout the mine. Terrified, Ali understood that the tales claiming that over 500 souls of the miners were trapped within these mines were indeed true. He realized that the workers before him were not alive. They were all dead. The eyes of the workers turned red as more and more of them began to die. Ali was desperate to escape, but the path seemed endless. The mine continued to fill with workers, and soon Ali began to suffocate. He too started coughing, and before long, blood began to seep from his mouth. The miners gradually drew closer to Ali. In a panic, Ali was called out for help, shouting and screaming until he lost consciousness. The next day, Ali awoke in a hospital. Deepak was sitting beside him, explaining that he had been struck by sudden, intense pain in his head, prompting him to exit the mines. His pain subsided while waiting for Ali outside. But when Ali didn't return after a long time, Deepak went back inside the mines with a few locals and discovered Ali unconscious in a corner. When Ali recounted the terrifying experience he had in the mines, Deepak was left astonished. And from that day on, they both vowed never to return to the Longdehar mines.